Oscar-winning actor Philip Seymour Hoffman was found dead of an apparent drug overdose in his New York City apartment Sunday morning. According to TMZ, Hoffman was found in the bathroom of his West Village apartment with a needle sticking out of his left arm after concern grew when he didn't show up that morning to pick up his children. According to the Wall Street Journal, Hoffman was alone at the time of his death. According to some reports, police found what appeared to be 2 envelopes of heroin and several other envelopes that were empty in the apartment. Just as recently as last May, the 46-year-old underwent drug detox treatment for substance abuses, including heroin. Hoffman has battled drug addiction since his early 20s, but was clean for 23 years before relapsing. The acclaimed actor is best known for his roles in Doubt, Boogie Nights, The Master, and of course, Capote, for which he won the Oscar for Best Actor in 2005. Hoffman is survived by longtime partner Mimi O'Donnell and their 3 young children. His family released a statement following the actor's death, which reads, quote, "We are devastated by the loss of our beloved Phil and appreciate the outpouring of love and support we've received from everyone. This is a tragic and sudden loss, and we ask that you respect our privacy during this time of grieving. Please keep Phil in your thoughts and prayers." Joining us now to discuss this is Ramin Satuda, the New York film editor at Variety. Thanks so much for joining me, Ramin.
Sure, thanks for having me.
You know, what is the latest? I feel like so much of the information surrounding his untimely passing came out pretty quickly after it hit the Wall Street Journal. Are there any new developments?
Well, I think today is really a very tough day for many people in Hollywood because Philip Seymour Hoffman was a character actor, and he acted with almost everybody, from Meryl Streep in Doubt to working for George Clooney in The Ides of March. He was in Cold Mountain with Nicole Kidman. He was in a Mission Impossible movie with Tom Cruise. Really, everyone in the industry was touched by his death and his passing, and it was so unexpected because, as you said just a few minutes ago, he had been clean for so long that it was something that came out for, I think, many people completely out of left field. And he was in the Sundance Film Festival just a week ago promoting 2 movies that he was in. So he looked to be in a good place, and everything seemed to be fine. And so it's a very unexpected death and passing, and a very tragic day, I think, for many people.
A lot of people, fans of his and people in the industry, are wondering what is going to happen with The Hunger Games. He has already finished filming part 1 of the finale of the trilogy, but the second part, from what I understand, is still in production. What happens in an instance like this?
Well, the second part is in production, but we know from sources that we've talked to that he had filmed, for the most part, most of his scenes, and there were only about a week, 7 days left for him to film. So I think the studio will somehow figure out a way to fill in the gaps that they don't have with the character. But of course, Paul Walker, I guess, is a famous situation where this happened with the last Fast and the Furious movie, and the studio Universal had to sort of really figure out what to do. But in the case of Philip Seymour Hoffman in The Hunger Games, since he's not a lead role or a central part to the film franchise, the studio, I think, will be able to make accommodations and figure out what to do to be able to proceed forward.
Now, there's, of course, been an outpouring of support and condolences from Hollywood. You mentioned earlier that this seems to be affecting all of the big names in Hollywood. I want to take a look at some of the tweets. Anna Kendrick tweeted, "Philip Seymour Hoffman, unbearably shocking, deeply sad. Words fail to describe his life and our loss." A tweet here from Ellen DeGeneres. "Philip Seymour Hoffman was a brilliant, talented man. The news this morning is shocking and sad. My heart goes out to his loved ones." Aaron Paul tweeted, "We lost one of the greats today, Philip Seymour Hoffman. R.I.P. my friend. You will be missed always and forever." Ramin, from looking at Hollywood from the inside, is this one of these major, major losses? Of course, losing anyone at such an early age is so tragic, but he was such a talented actor and did so many projects. Is this going to really rock the sort of Hollywood world?
Absolutely. I think it already has. And the other thing about him is that he was an actor's actor. A lot of young actors looked up to him. A lot of actors aspired to be like him. He was a character actor. He really fit seamlessly into all the roles that he was in. He was in many small parts, but also, large parts, starting with Boogie Nights, he was in a movie called The Savages that I was thinking about yesterday with Laura Linney. I mean, when you went through his filmography, there were just so many roles. He was in so many movies, and it makes you smile, really, to think about all the different Philip Seymour Hoffman roles when you go through and you look at all the different movies he's been in. And certainly, I think it's going to be a very, very tough few weeks ahead for Hollywood and a lot of his friends. And he was close to a lot of people in the industry.
Ramin, I want to thank you so much for joining me. Of course, we lost one of the greats this weekend, and it's really upsetting.
Thank you very much.